You may have seen a video that I put out a while ago where I assembled this Edison recorder kit from Gacken. This one recorded onto wax sticks, and the idea was that it etched a recording into the sticks, then it would play it back later. However, I didn't get an awful lot of success with it. Now, I'd seen at the time that they had produced a more updated version since, which looked like it was going to work better, called the New Edison Style Cut Phonograph Kit, but I was unable to because the title is in Japanese. Anyway, I've ordered one of these, I've got it sent to me here in the UK, and I'm going to put it together in this video. Hopefully it'll work a little bit better than the previous one. Looking at the box, it appears that this model is completely different to the previous one. Obviously it does a pretty similar thing, but it doesn't seem to share any of the same components. Looking at this lady's expression on the right here, this one definitely seems like it's going to work. She's got that knowing look that says, yeah, can definitely hear something coming out of here. Oh yeah, this is working pretty good. So hopefully I'll have a pretty similar look on my face by the time I've put this thing together. Now, part of the fun with these is putting them together. The end result is something that you might use for a few minutes, then put away. But the assembly is where most of the fun comes from, at least for me anyway. And I'm happy to see they included a good number of cups inside the box. As you can see, they're just plastic cups, nothing too unusual, although there's no ridges on the outside of these. So if you're going to get some more later, you're going to have to find some that have got a smooth exterior like these ones. Now, the instruction booklet that comes with this, of course, is in Japanese. It's nicely laid out, and on the previous one I was able to follow it just by using the pictures. However, you can download an English version of the instructions for this, which I've done here. I've also printed them out. It's just easier for me while I'm working on the thing to have one page in front of me at a time, and they are very clear and very easy to follow. When it comes to assembly, pretty much everything you need is inside the box. They even include a small Phillips head screwdriver. You just need to supply 2 AA batteries, some adhesive tape, and a pair of scissors. And that tape is only used at the beginning on this first section here, where we get the funnel shape, hold it together, and then just put some tape on the inside to keep it in place. So the next few parts that I'm putting together now are the sections that attach to that horn. So we've got a little piece of plastic here which first has to clip onto this section here, so it creates a bit of a sort of hinge. And then you get the horn, put it onto the plastic component there. It holds itself in little notches. You've got to make sure you have the horn the right way around so that the seam is on the bottom. It doesn't look unsightly that way. You put the other side on, and then you just clip this part in between those two components there. And then we have to put a little spring in there so it holds it shut, as you can see. This little component here goes on the end section. That's where the sound goes through. It lets the horn move around a little bit. And then you screw the whole thing together with the screws that are provided. And then a second spring is placed between these two plastic levers here to create this little mechanism. Now, held inside this piece of protective foam is perhaps the most important component inside the box. This is the section which creates the vibrations which go up the horn and create sound, or alternately the sound that comes down the horn vibrates onto this, and that little section, it doesn't seem to be moving around quite as much, although it's jumping a little bit now, and overall it seems to be moving a bit quicker, which I hope is going to help with the sound recording. I'm actually getting a little bit hoarse now as well, so hopefully this has worked this time. Let's have a listen.